Hey, what's up?
Guys?
Today we wanted to talk about how we met.
Yes.
Are we gonna go into that first? Roll off from there.
Yeah, I don't see why not. Just go there.
Okay. Well, first off, how was y'all's days?
That was good. I feel like we're starting off very good.
That's good.
Adi, Chef Adi, cooked us a whole dinner before we came here.
Not sponsored by HelloFresh, but
HelloFresh.
she used HelloFresh, and that mushroom shit was good.
Mm-hmm. Vegan, very good. Sweet potato fries.
Yeah, the sorry. The that wine's hitting.
Yes.
The mushroom sandwiches. Those ones were vegan. The other ones were vegetarian. So you got a best of both worlds.
Yeah, the vegetarian one was good.
Yeah, it's the feta, dude. The feta hit.
The sauces too. The flavors were awesome.
The potatoes were seasoned so good.
Sweet potato fries.
Honestly, the other potatoes were pretty good too, but literally since I burnt most of them, I just started eating whatever was left.
They're good.
It's because I fucked up. I sliced them like too small, like the wedges, because they were like small, like white potatoes or whatever. And I was like, you know what? Let me do small wedges so that they cook faster. And then when I was like getting everything prepped, I'm like, let me start on the other dish because the potatoes are still cooking. They're gonna take a while. I forgot that I had cut them small so that they could go faster. And then I was like, let me check on the wedges, and the wedges were all puffed up.
Oh gosh!
Like, I'm like, damn.
You're like, yeah, I think they're ready.
Yeah.
We're also greeted with wine. This is not red wine, right? What kind of wine is this again?
Sweet red, yeah.
It's sweet red.
Sexy red.
This
This is for sexy red.
Okay, I'm opening my monster already. I couldn't wait.
Cheers. We're drinking wine. All three of us were. But we also have our monsters.
Hold on. I'm trying to...
Everyone show your
them all
beverage.
up while I'm switching at the same time. Low carb.
Period.
Wait, let me switch to Actiol. There you go.
Pipeline punch.
Pipeline punch.
Strawberry dreams and wine. Wine first. Just straight crack.
I know. This is my second one of the day.
I don't think that's healthy.
It probably isn't.
Just called out real quick. Yeah, that's not
Last
healthy.
time you were like, oh, it looks warm. And now you're like, that's not healthy.
Looks warm. It was warm.
It was. Did you think it felt like... Okay. Do you think like you feel like a different effect like when you drink a warm monster or cold?
I don't know. I don't notice anything different.
Because like today, I shouldn't say, I had a buzz ball. I've had them frozen and hot.
Okay.
And I kind of like them both.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
I saw a buzzball at the Gaddy's parking lot and it looked real pretty in the sun.
I saw that.
Because it was
like,
the green one. And it looked all nice, and I had to stop and take a picture. It was behind someone's truck, and I'm like, I hope no one thinks like I'm taking a picture of their license plate. Like, I want a picture of the buzzball.
You're like, I'm just taking a picture of my buzzball.
But how was your day, Adi?
I was really tired this morning, because honestly, like, I think I only got like 5 hours of sleep. And the Zoloft shit, just like 5 hours of sleep before was like perfect, love it, and now like.
You're like, not
Zoloft
enough,
just says
need
no.
more. Yeah.
Like, that's probably why, like, the wine's hitting me, like, really hard.
Oh, God.
Well, not, like,
Can
super hard.
Can you mix?
I mean, I took those shits in the morning, so it's fine.
We do not recommend that. Consult your doctor.
Yeah, but, I mean,
Yes.
like, I don't normally drink anymore, so, I mean, and it could be worse. I could be, like, how I used to be, and slamming beers, like, nonstop.
Yeah.
That was
Me
bad.
slamming beers. I'm kidding. I'm like,
Where you close
yes.
at.
This wine is very good. I did partake in a buzzball earlier.
What kind was it?
Pina colada.
Okay.
Is that your favorite?
Yeah, right now it's my favorite.
I don't think I've had a buzzball. You know what? I think I've tried a margarita one, and I did not like it. But I don't like margaritas.
Those green ones are nasty.
I don't like margaritas at all. But the green bottle, it's pretty.
Yeah.
But
Because it's clear, like the translucent.
Yeah.
And that's your
like
thing,
the
right?
old Sprite bottles.
Oh, yeah.
R.I.P. the green Sprite. Sad.
Honestly.
What happened?
They stopped making in the green bottles.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're clear.
Yeah,
Clear
it's because like it looks bad on Coca-Cola because like if you looked at landfills, it was a bunch of green plastic bottles, and they're like, the only one who does that is Sprite, and so
Yeah.
Coca-Cola stopped doing it in the green bottles. Now it's just clear.
Oh dang! I
Yeah.
didn't know that. I'm like, what happened?
Yeah, they didn't want any like bad shit on their image or whatever about like pollution, so they were like,
Oh, years
Yeah.
later, decades
For real.
later.
After giving people cocaine, first of all,
I'm like, dude, like there's still green bottles out there somewhere.
Buzzball.
Still, oh well,
Now poor Buzzball. Now they're gonna get that shit taken down.
Oh man.
Justice for.
But the
Buzzball.
green ones are really pretty.
mhm.
The red ones are cute.
It's a nostalgia factor.
Okay, so how we met. How are we gonna talk about this? Like, do I say how I met the both of you and then you say how you met the both of us? Or do we start off with one person, like how I met Adi, how you met Adi?
I say you go first because you're the oldest. We'll go by age.
Okay.
Because
Damn,
we could
you
go
don't have
like
to throw me under the bus like that. Jeez.
no, because
you're
we
the
could
oldest.
we could go more into detail about like ourselves
Okay.
and
yeah.
like yourself. You know.
Okay, yeah, sounds good.
Mhm.
All right. Well, I'm Lali. Cheers to that. I met let's get started with Jacinda because I met Jacinda first. Okay, so I met Jacinda at community service at the casa, and I wasn't doing community service. I was just going. I was just going for a fun time. My cousin Sochi.
I was doing.
Shout out Sochi.
I was doing my time. I was serving my time.
My cousin Sochi, she was doing a youth program, and so she was in charge of that, and I was like going for support and then helping her out, and then also going to meet people and have fun. And then I saw Jacinda and I was like, oh, like this girl's so cute. And I'm just like, we would talk every now and then. And
By the way, we're like years apart. I was 13 at that time.
okay, if
What?
she was 13, then I was 15.
I was 13 at
Yeah.
that time.
I was 15. And there was a bunch of people in that like little group. Two of her cousins were in that group.
Mm-hmm.
And then yeah, we just pretty much got to talking from there. And then like the Youth for Positive Action, that's the name of it, YFP, it kind of ended, and then her community service ended. So then after that kind of just like died down. But we kept each other on like social media and stuff. And yeah, and like I would message Jacinda every now and then, like, oh my god, you look so good, queen, like love you.
Yeah,
and all
we're
this
just
stuff.
like big fans of each other.
Yeah, we were just like hi. And then what had happened last year at Yuck Fest, we hung out.
Wait, should you go to Adi like how you met Adi now?
Okay, yeah, yeah.
And then
we'll
bring
talk
the
about Yuck
three,
Fest.
yeah.
Yes, yes,
Okay,
yes,
okay.
that's good. Okay, so then I met Adi. Okay, so I had known about Adi since maybe my not junior year, like senior year. And with Adi, I knew her as like the musician, like in a band, and I'm like, oh damn, she's kind of cool or whatever. And also I knew she was gay, so I was just like, I was a cute little gay girl. I was like, cool, you know, like that's like she's a cool chick. I'm like, I want to be like Adi. But she played at one of my friends, who's not my friend anymore, birthday parties at the skating rink. Nah, I'll throw her name and everything. Just kidding. Nah, no hate towards her, but just we ain't cool like that. And Adi's band was playing, and I was just like, oh yeah, like she's cool. But later on, I don't know what had happened, but we just kind of kept each other on social media because I introduced myself to her at a show at the casa. I think it was the Noise for Toys, because I remember it being cold, and I was wearing my new Deftones long sleeve shirt with, it was like the Dia de los Deftones in the back, and then I was wearing my leather jacket over it, and Adi looked good, and I was like, what's up? And I was just like, oh my gosh, Adi looks good. I'm like, let's go talk to her, like you should say what's up. And was like, no. So then
y'all were both hitting on me.
so
Both of y'all?
I talked to Adi and some of her bandmates, and then her bandmate ended up just thinking I was hitting on her, and I was just like, no, I really wanted to talk to Adi, but I was like, oh yeah, like, here's my snap, you could have it, and gave it to Adi. Never gave it to Adi, but me and Adi eventually had each other on social media, and we would kind of message here and there. Then I saw Adi at, not Pride,
it was at the HBO thing?
Yes, what's the show called? We Are Here.
Yeah.
And I saw Adi, and then I was with Aaliyah, my cousin Aaliyah, and I was like, Aaliyah, there's Adi, and she's like, oh yeah, and then I was like, oh my god, she looks so good, and then Adi passes by and goes, sup? And I was like, oh god,
Made all the bitches wet.
I like lost my shit, and I was just like, that's it. I want Adi right now. And then after that,
I die.
I don't know what happened. Oh, then.
Oh yeah.
This is so messy. On Instagram stories, I like to post questions and stuff for everyone. And then I said, oh, what's like y'all's favorite song right now or whatever. And Adi put Kim Dracula by Deftones. And I was like, we should make out to that song.
Which is a good makeout song.
Yeah, and then so she was just like, no, I'm okay. And then we started hanging out. And then we started hanging out after that. Then after like kissing a few times.
A couple times. His face.
It kind of just like ended right there, and then we didn't talk for a bit, and I was just like, oh my god, is Adi doing okay? And then
I was not.
She was not, no. And then she came back, and we didn't talk for a while when she was back, but then like after a couple months, she was just like, hey, I started like this new band, like, and we're gonna play Noise for Toys. And I was like, oh yeah, for sure, like I'll go. I was so excited to see Adi. And then after that, I was just like, I love this band so much, and which is Youlogy, by the way. And then after that, we were just like working on like keeping Adi organized and stuff. And then it was Yuckfest, which they were playing. And so Yuckfest day, Jacinda messages me, and she says, hey Lali, are you going to Yuckfest? I don't want to be alone.
Yes.
Do you want to drink or anything? I was like, I didn't reply because I wasn't looking at my phone, and I went to go talk to Adi and help her out because I think I had already volunteered to take pictures, right?
Yeah.
And so I wasn't really looking at my phone, and then Jacinda pulls up. I'm like, oh hey, sorry. And she's like, hey, I messaged you. And I was like, oops, sorry about that. And then we just started hanging out after that, and the vibes were so good, and we were sitting together and talking, and I was like, all right.
This is barely April, right? It's almost gonna be exactly a year ago.
I know. And then in May.
Oh no, that was in May.
No, it was end of April, beginning of May.
No, it was on Memorial Weekend. That whatchamacallit, Yuckfest happened.
Really?
It was like
it was a month
days before Fleshwater.
It was a month after the normal Yuckfest month.
Oh, well then anyways, then like vibes were immaculate, and we're like, yes. And then pretty much me and Adi were supposed to go to a show with one of her friends in San Antonio, and we were gonna go see, it wasn't the Narrowhead show, it was the Fleshwater. And
when we got together, Yuckfest was Saturday.
It was a Saturday.
Yes, and the concert y'all are talking about
was the next weekend.
Right? Was on Tuesday.
It was on a Tuesday?
Yeah. It was literally it was like 2 days later.
Apart. Oh, fuck, I forgot.
Yeah.
So then Adi was just like, oh man, I think my friend's gonna bail. Like, and I was just like, you know what? Let me ask Jacinda, because the vibes are good. I think she knows how to drive in San Antonio. I think she would want to go. I think this is her type of music. Mm-hmm. Let me ask. So I said to Jacinda, I said, hey, what are you doing this day and like this day? And you were like, I'm off. Why?
Yeah, coincidentally, I was off.
She was off
that day of the concert and the next day, and coincidentally, I knew Fleshwater.
Yeah, so then I said, hey, would you want to go to a show with me and Adi? I was like, I got the room. I'll pay part for your ticket. Like, we'll just go and vibe, right? And she was like, yeah, I'm down. So pretty much you had like a day to like get ready and stuff and like, yeah, like figure everything out. And then we hung out and then we were just like, we should hang out some more. And it ended up being this.
The best concert ever.
Yes, it was such a good show. I did not go to the front though.
I did. That's when I got kicked in the head and my glasses broke.
Oy.
Best memories. Great memory.
But yeah, that's how I know y'all.
And then I go next, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I forgot I'm older. So.
Yep.
Should I start with Lali or should I start with Adi? I feel like because me and Adi go like, this is like, I knew you like in 7th grade.
Yeah.
So me and Adi are in the same, how would you say, like school grade year?
We graduated the same class.
Yes, we're in the same class. Me and Adi, same age. Me and Adi are both Geminis.
We're days apart.
Days apart, yes. I'm June 15th.
And I'm 18.
Yes. So I remember Adi in 7th grade. We had a class together, which was gym, soccer, that I supposedly played at the time. But we didn't even play a single like soccer game. We were just literally, he would have us run around the tracks. And we're like, this is the time where like, it was that awkward phase, like right after 6th grade, like everyone's still figuring out their like own group. So we're very dorky. And do you remember like it was me, you, and Dora all the time?
Oh, and Roman too.
Yes, Roman. It was so fun. And that's how I remember Adi was through 7th grade. And then I remember her throughout the school years and stuff. But we like, everyone just went their separate ways. Like that's when like school getting more like serious and stuff, I guess. I don't know.
I think it's because like that was like the only class we had like together.
Yeah,
and
ever.
After that like there was no like we didn't have not even like in the halls. Like our classes weren't like that near each other at all.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and then I don't know. I remember even like senior year, like my classes were always like so close to each other, and like I would always have half days. So I was always just in and out. I wouldn't like go to like I'll go to the football games and stuff, but like I wasn't involved in school like that. But yeah, that's how I remember Adi. And then I remember I would always still support Adi because I still had Adi like on like social media and stuff. So like all her band stuff, like I would still watch and everything. Like the crew that you were with, like your like friends, like I knew all of them. So I would always see like everything. But then that's when the Yuck Fest last year. That's when you were performing with Youlogy. And I didn't hear Youlogy at that time. Just like those couple songs you had. But then that's when like everything just like connected, like all of us.
We were meant to be.
Yes, that's when usually started going up. Like you started getting more serious, and then like the vibes were good that day. Last year Yuck Fest, it was so awesome, and it was huge. There was a lot of people at the Yuck Fest. It was the first time my family didn't go, so that's why I had messaged Lali. That's a long story too with Lali. But yeah, it was awesome. So that's how I know Adi. We're just school friends. Now we're friends.
Yes.
And then Lali.
Oh no, I'm gonna cry.
Now I have to like throw myself. Okay.
Now you gotta explain why you
I know why I was serving time. So I knew Lali. Well, okay. So when I was 13, I was a freshman. So this was like maybe 2-3 years after, like me and Adi were in 7th grade, right? Like maybe a year or two.
I thought like when you're 13, you're. Oh, but you're.
I was 13, turning 14, because I was a barely a freshman.
8th grade.
No,
Yeah,
because
8th grade just finished.
Yeah, cause like while everybody was turning 18 like their senior year, like we were like still 17.
Yeah.
Oh,
we were still
okay.
17. Yeah, and then that's when it was Christmas, because that was the first day I remember, because we had to go Christmas caroling.
Oh,
So I started community service because, okay, I was taught to learn how to drive since I was 11. So I've been driving since I was 11.
Dude.
So that day...
Ricky Bobby in the house.
Mexican household. I learned how to do everything once I was 11. So one time, me and my mom were driving because she was feeling sick at the time. Well, she was sick, but she wasn't like physically like sick. She was just having like stomach pains and stuff. So that day, I was driving. She had me drive. And we turned on this one street behind HEB. This is when it turned into a one-way, and we didn't know. So I was 13, no license, speeding, driving the wrong way, and with my mom in the car. And we both got tickets.
Oh, man.
And my mom had to pay hers, but they gave me the decision in court. They're like, either you pay or you have to do the hours. And well, I was like, you know what? I'm 13. I have to fucking do the hours, you know? And it was a lot of hours. Community service lasted from December to like almost summer. Like, it was
almost
months.
Summer, yeah.
Months. And that's because, like, should I snitch on Sochi? Nah. I mean, it was there. It was fun. I would just go just to even just hang out, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, even when I didn't have to go and do hours. So, I mean, I did more than I did, you know?
It was like
but
a good reason to meet up and stuff.
Yeah. So, I finished all my hours pretty quick. And, yeah, I just ended up just hanging out there. So, yeah, that's how I met Lali. And then we stayed for, like, social media friends and stuff because she was older than me.
Yeah.
So, when I was a sophomore, that's when I saw her around, but she was a senior. So she was older than me, and I was a kid. But we were still like, hey, like, how are you? And stuff like that. And then, okay, after I graduated and stuff, I would say, like, what?
When did we start? I think we started talking again more whenever you moved back.
Yeah, when I moved back from San Antonio. Yeah. Because then I started working at Chili's.
Uh-huh.
And then that's when I was trying to, like, talk to you. Because that's when we were, like, talking a little bit more. And I was, like, kind of, like, getting a little crushes on Lali.
Jacinda got a crush on me.
A little crush on Lali.
Yeah, I remember one time I ordered Chili's, like, through DoorDash. And then I got a note, and it said, have a great day,
From
love
Lali.
you. And then it said Jacinda and Pablo.
Yeah, because we would work with our friend Pablo, and our friend Pablo was the one that would be like, oh, you should message her, Jacinda, message her. And I'd be like, I'm so nervous, I'm scared. There's times where I would text Lali,
Yeah.
but like stuff that would be normal, like would just say, hey, or like, oh my god, like, that's cute. And I'd be like, oh my god, Pablo, like, she messaged me. Just stuff like that. It was so funny. So then that's when, like, I had messaged her about the Yuck Fest because my family wasn't going and my sister wasn't going and I was supposed to be at, like, a graduation thing, whatever, but I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go. Like, I want to go because you guys were there and then Lali was there and I knew, like, all the skate shops were gonna be there and stuff, so it was gonna be big. So I was like, I kind of have to go, you know, like, this is cool. So I messaged Lali and she's like, yeah, I'm gonna be there, I'm gonna be helping. And I was like, okay. So I was getting ready and I was nervous as fuck walking alone by myself. And I was calling Lali. I remember being so nervous. I pretended to be on the phone with Lali to walk by everyone so I could look for her. I'll never forget so that.
Funny.
The social anxiety pretending to be on the phone. And I see her in her bright yellow shirt, like, taking pictures. And I'm like, oh, thank God.
Wearing my yellow shirt with my brown pants and then red lipstick. I had just, like, got my hair done.
Mm-hmm.
And then, because I remembered there was still, like, black dye in my hair. Because when it rained.
Oh, yeah, it went all over your shirt.
It got all over my shirt. Mm-hmm. Remember when I walked you out to go to your friend's car?
Yes.
And then.
In the rain? Oh my god.
We got soaked outside.
Was the same day, right?
Yeah.
Oh my
Shout
god.
out Nico, I think, for opening the door.
That same day, it rained so bad, and I was trying to leave with my friends so we could go out. And I don't know, that whole thing was so bad because that day was a great day. Everyone was outside. This is Yuck Fest. Like,
but the last band, it rained so hard.
Yeah, we had to go inside. Like, we didn't have an umbrella. We were drenched, and it was crazy. It was very crazy. We saw a lot of people. Mm-hmm. Definitely lots of people were there, so it was real fun.
Mm-hmm.
And the vibes are great. We're just Adi, Lali, and Jacinda hanging out. And then the same thing, like, literally 2 days later, Lali texts me, like, hey, what are you doing this day? And I'm like, oh, I'm off these next 2 days. Like, why, what's up? And she's like, we have an extra ticket to see this band Fleshwater. And I was like, And then Adi texts me at the same time. She's like, oh my god, you should come and all this stuff. And she was like, do you know Fleshwater? And then who else was it? It was Illusion. Well, it was No Pressure.
Yeah,
it was not Fleshwater. It was No Pressure.
It was No Pressure being the main one.
Yeah, the main.
And then, like, it was Fleshwater.
Fleshwater opened, then Illusions and Koyo.
Yeah.
And No
Yes, and then No Pressure. It was No Pressure, like, tour. But she was like, we're going to go see Fleshwater. And I was like, So, obviously, I had to look up the music. And I had Fleshwater. I was like, oh, I actually know these songs. Like, I know Fleshwater is. And she was like, no way. And I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, like closet, like freaking Linda
ladder.
Claire, yes, kiss the ladder. And it just fit so perfectly. And I was like, fuck yeah, I'm down. So we go, and it was the funnest time ever. That's when we started our P. Terry's.
Yes,
Oh,
we went to
shit.
P. Terry's. Oh, God, it was so
Yes.
good.
Yeah, because the day of, we just basically hung out, right?
How did we do this? We spent the night before, right?
Yeah.
And then we went to Chipotle.
Mm-hmm.
And then we went to the room. We fell asleep. I remember this. I remember waking up in the morning and Jacinda going, Lali, you slept like the dead last night. You were like asleep, like.
because
I was so still.
Mhm.
She's like, you didn't move or anything.
Mhm.
And I was like, oh,
just
sorry.
in the middle of the bed like this.
I was like, knocked out in one spot.
Mhm.
And and then the next day we woke up. We met up with my friend Brianna.
Mhm.
We went to that vegan restaurant,
Mhm.
and then we went to that park. Then we got ready at Brianna's, and then
Yes.
well, I got ready because I needed to get ready.
I don't know, it was
Yeah.
fun. It was at the Paper Tiger.
Yes.
Great place for venues.
Mhm.
And the show in general was awesome. I remember me and Adi were in the front. Lali was in the back the whole time. But I mean, obviously we would go and check on her, of course. But me and Adi were in the front for the openers, Fleshwater.
Mm-hmm.
I think that after Fleshwater you had left, right?
No, I saw Illusions too, but then after Illusions, I was like, I am dipping.
Yeah, I stayed in the front the entire time.
Fleshwater opened up with Enjoy, right?
Yes.
Oh, that song hit. Like, the first song, I was like, what?
Yes.
It was so good.
Had
But I remember
Fleshwater
standing
playing
back
in
there.
the
The only reason why I stood in the back was because I got trampled on like 3 or 4 times when we went to go see Narrowhead together. And that time, I was like recovering from like really bad, what's it called? Anemia.
Mm.
And like having a blood transfusion and all that. So like that day, like for Narrowhead and getting trampled on, I'm like, I can't handle it a second time. So I definitely had to stand in the back.
You had your lipstick.
Oh, I know.
Like, all just like
Like,
dry.
at the Narrowhead
All
concert,
Joker, dude.
Someone just dropped themselves on top of my head. Do people not know how to stage
No,
dive
people
anymore?
did not know.
They
like,
jump on people. They don't like throw their body. They
Yeah.
jump on a person. And I'm like, what the hell? I had my lipstick all like
For real.
smeared this way.
For Fleshwater, not people mosh, but not crazy. But when it was like Illusions,
You
and
lost your
Void-
glasses.
Yes, I lost my glasses. I stayed after Adi left. I stayed in the front, which I don't regret, but a little bit okay. But it was awesome. But when like No Pressure came out, boy, when did I lose my glasses? I want to say when it was with Illusions. No, because I was by myself. No, or were you with me when I lost my glasses? Because I had to have a girl in front of me help me. Because
No,
I
I think you were
couldn't-
by yourself.
Oh yeah, because I was trying to like look for them, and then like a girl like helped you or something.
Yeah, the girl in the front.
Oh,
Yeah, I
no.
still have her. I have her on Snapchat and everything. God bless her soul. Done saved my life. But yes, I got my glasses kicked out of my face. And then that's when Adi left to go hang out with Lali. And I stayed in the front.
That merch
then-
line was long.
Mm-hmm.
It was worth it.
I didn't
And
mind standing in that line though.
Mhm. And I was this close to getting on stage and jumping to freaking diving. Maybe next one. I was hoping for Citizen, but nah, I was ready to cry for that one. I wasn't ready to mosh. I was ready to cry. And then, yeah, and then that's when I got kicked in the head. And then what else? It was awesome. It was
And
very
then we
awesome.
drove back that night after the show. We picked up
Yes.
P. Terry's and then drove back. And we were, oh, it was
The
so
vibes,
good.
yeah, the vibes are great. Awesome concert.
Yeah.
Fleshwater is, and Illusions, and No
Yes.
Pressure.
Oh, and I got to meet Marissa.
Oh yes.
Or Mercy.
Okay, your story now. Your story.
Okay, you're sorry.
Okay, let me actually get up because I'm falling asleep.
Same.
Hold up, actually,
Just put the
Flash
camera on
water
you.
plug.
I'm gonna lay down while the camera's on you.
goddamn, now it's all like, okay, hold on.
Monster.
Chug.
ASMR. Wait, let me. These nails suck.
You want me to get it for you?
Yes, please.
Here, hold that.
I'm trying to wake up, y'all.
The strawberry one's so good, but Pipeline Punch. Pipeline Punch is orange, guava, and passion fruit. Yes. At least to be so good.
I'm a fruity gal.
Cheers.
Do y'all want this?
I'll take some more if you don't want it all.
I'm good.
I'll take a little bit more.
Take the rest.
Some more, please.
The rest?
Yeah.
You need help?
The bottle. We are above the age of 21.
For sure. I am for sure, because Jacinda called me old.
Ooh.
2 years older.
So, who did I... Okay, so Jacinda. So, when I met her, I mean, she I mean, like, she said everything. Do it.
Yoo-hoo!
Oh.
Wait, are you recording me?
No, it's on me. Wait.
Should we get the reaction?
Go back.
Yoo-hoo! Me and Adi, that's how me and Adi met.
Yeah, no, like how you said, gym. And then that's pretty much it, like with how we like met, like the first time or whatever.
Yeah.
And then Lali, I just know, okay, there's one thing that you missed about that show. about that show whenever I was in middle school and I played with that band. That at your friend's birthday.
The one that you think that I hit your boob?
Yeah, because it was
I'm
like
not sure if that was me though.
Weren't you wearing a striped shirt?
I can't remember what I was wearing to that.
Like a long sleeve striped shirt. It was like white and black stripes.
Probably.
Yeah. No.
That sounds like me.
She's like, it was you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Then I hit her boob. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's because like we were all like trying to like have like do a mosh pit or whatever, but it was like 5 of us. So and then like most of us were girls, so we were just like let's just like arms out and just like push people. And then I was like trying to like run, and then she's just like boom. And then she's like, I'm so sorry, and I was like,
I sound like
that was definitely
so
Lali.
Sorry.
I'm so sorry. Just like this. I'm sorry.
Let me come and feel.
That's what she knew.
But yeah,
You should have got the hint.
And then in high school, like I would walk with Aaliyah to science, and sometimes you would be there too. But then whenever like you would kind of join us, I'd just be like, I'm not good enough.
No.
Like you would be like, oh my gosh, like I think she's cool, like she's the coolest bitch ever. And then I was the same, and then I was the same way too. Like I was like, she's cool as fuck. Like I'm not gonna be able, like no, I'm just not gonna talk. Like I'm just this close to her based on association. Like, you know, like so yeah.
Yeah, I'd come up to Leah. I'd be like, hey son, what's up?
Yeah, and I'd just be like,
I was like, oh my god.
I'm like,
It's hers.
Don't breathe. But yeah, that was it. And then I think you helped us my like first like real band or whatever. Whenever we played at Pride, remember that shit? You like helped us get the show because you were like booking.
Oh yeah, I did help with that. I forget shit I do, dude.
Yeah.
Manager moves right there.
Lali put that question on her story. And then I was just like, okay, like Kim Dracula or whatever. But there was some other shit where like there was some hints being thrown back and forth between us before.
Oh, because I would comment, but you always told me like, you like whenever we kind of like were talking or whatever, you were like, I didn't believe in it in any of your comments because like I thought you were just like, oh girl, you look good or whatever.
Honestly, I see where you're coming from because I didn't get the hints with Lali either when I would try and like flirt with her.
Oh,
and I'd be
God.
like, I don't know if she likes me. She's just being nice.
It's because like I'm
Jacinda would be all short with me, so
It's because I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
like it's because I'm over here thinking like, do I now like have
she made me
like
back curious.
no like am I like in that like group of like girls like on Facebook now where it's like, oh, like I'm worth a compliment to like publicly put like for everybody to see. That's what I thought it was, but no, like it was like flirting, and I was like, oh, okay. And then I'm like,
I flirt openly.
I don't know.
Sue me.
And that's the thing. So you're just like, Lali, is she flirting with me or is she just being
Be
nice? 'Cause I'm cool.
Yeah, so I was just like, and then it just kept happening. Like she kept doing it, and I
know
just
exactly what you mean. She tricked us.
What the hell?
No,
Yes.
like, Yeah, and then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna see what's up. So now I was like, Kim Dracula, and then she just immediately she like, I want to make out to that song, and then we did, like a couple weeks later.
Me
Period.
next.
But the Allah.
Not Jacinda trying to kiss me at bar 100.
Okay.
Let's talk about that.
Oh my god. And then we're gonna talk about outside right now. This is trying to pick me up.
What?
So we're at bar 100 and we went to the restroom. Adi needed to pee.
This was very recent. This was Chris.
I can't remember when.
I mean, like, what day was this?
Oh, it's her Ash's birthday. When's Ash's birthday?
December 30th.
Okay, December 30th.
New Year's. Yes.
Yeah.
New Year's weekend.
So then I didn't want to go. I wasn't gonna go out, and then.
I pulled up. I was with my friends, my coworkers, Victoria and Araceli. We're all out. And then I had brought Aaliyah with me.
Yeah.
Because Aaliyah, I was like, you know what, Aaliyah, come out with us. Like, she was like, okay, bet. So it was me, Aaliyah, and all my other friends.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're having fun. There's hella people because it's New Year's Eve, like, weekend. Uh-huh. So it's packed in Bar 100. And it's DJ B-Rad. Shout out DJ B-Rad, by the way.
Once again.
Once we know it's DJ B-Rad in the booth, oh, it's going to be a fun time.
Mm-hmm.
And then I see Turi pull up with Jen, and then I see Ash pull up, and then she's with Chris, and Chris isn't working, so he's off because it's Ash's birthday, by the way.
Yeah.
And then I see Adi, and I'm like, yo.
So then
I'm like, everyone's here.
She's like, everyone's here, even Adi, and I was like, what? Adi's out. And so I was just like, I guess. So I got ready so fucking fast.
Yes, because me and Aaliyah were already at Lali's house, and we're already ready because I was picking up Aaliyah. And then Lali was like, no, I'm going to stay home in her pajamas, you know. And then
I was all comfy,
as
cozy.
soon as like I see Adi pull up, I'm like, Lali, everyone's here. Like, it's so fun. And then
so it was like 12 when she said that. I was like, I'll get ready in an hour, and then I'll spend the last hour at Bar 100. And so I got ready in an hour. And then so I pulled up, and they weren't there. I was like, where the fuck are you?
Yes, mind you. Me and Leah and my friends, we were already pre-gaming. We were pre-gaming. We had buzz balls. We had like these little like, those tube shots. Oh. We had them in like all our pockets, and then we were at Shane's and we had grabbed like a drink and we had a one shot, and then we're at Bar 100 when we had a drink, so we were already like buzzing. And then that's when I saw you, and then like the vibes were already good. We're already buzzed, me and Leo. And then Lali pulls up, and I'm like already like I'm buzzed, And then so we all go to the restroom. So it's me, Adi, and Lali in the restroom. And Adi's using the restroom, and we're just on that wall. Me and Lali are on the wall.
Y'all know the wall.
We're talking, and we're like exactly like this. And I'm like, oh my god, you're so pretty, Lali.
I was like, you're so pretty, Jacinda. And then she's just like...
And I'm like petting her hair and
I know, I was like...
wall.
I was like, okay.
I'm like, what if we kiss right now? What if we kiss?
And I was like, wait, what?
I was 100% flirty.
I was like, I can't. She's like, come on.
Just
one kiss. And I was like, Adi, get over here.
By the way.
Hurry. I was like, stop.
Yes.
I was like, Jacinda, you're drunk. I can't kiss you right now.
Meanwhile, I'm just sitting there.
Washing her hands.
No, I'm just there like
pissing.
Seal broken. I had just finished my brains out because I had you take me home.
Yes, because we had left Bar 100, me and Adi, before you got there. Because I had to bring Adi home, personal reasons.
Yeah, I had the shits. I already said I had the shit.
Yes. And me and Adi were like the whole way from Bar 100 here to your house. We were like, we're listening to music.
Oh, that was nice. Yeah.
And then we got there, and
vibes are still good.
Vibes were still good.
Hi.
And then we left. Well, I left to go like leave my mom's car, and y'all were like, okay, we're gonna meet at the unit.
Yes, with Adi.
I think Adi or Aaliyah pulls up in Jacinda's car, and then Jacinda was throwing up.
Yes, because I was driving. Adi didn't have her car. Aaliyah was with me, and Lali had showed up in her mom's car. So Lali was like, okay, I'm going to go drop off the car. I was like, and I'll go pick her up. So it was me, Aaliyah, and Adi in my car. And I was fine. But the driving, like, made me, like, whoa, like, dizzy.
Yeah.
So.
Like your emoji?
Yes. My favorite emoji. The sad one. And then so we're waiting for Lali to change. And she comes back, and this is when I'm fucked up. Like, I started throwing up. I had to, like, force it out. This is when everything hits. Because I was perfectly fine. And then, boom, as soon as we park, everything just hits me.
Yeah, and she throws up, and then
I'm over here trying to make her feel all good. I'm like, there you go, bitch. That's it.
Stick your
That's
fingers in your
it.
throat.
Stick your fingers in your throat. Let it out, bitch.
And it did help because the next day I was fine. No hangover.
that's good.
But I just needed, and then plus I was wearing, it was a corset. The corset, I had just ate, and it was just a mix of everything. The corset was tight. So the whole time I was like this, like bloated as fuck, like.
So it had to come out somewhere.
Yes, it had to come out. And then as soon as like we had got here to your house, that's when you gave me like your hoodie and stuff, and I took the corset off. It felt way better.
Yeah.
But by the time we got to the unit, I was like out like a light.
Yeah, knocked out.
Yeah, and then we were supposed to do like karaoke, and then we just ended up talking about how the night went.
Yeah, pretty much.
That was very fun.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah.
That's how I tried to pick up Lali because I was drunk.
Yeah.
Would do it again.
Man. I just
Empty bottle of wine.
I just remember like I had the worst hangover the next day.
You
It
did.
was so bad. Like I couldn't drink any water. Like I was fine. I was just really tired. I was just like groggy, and it was New Year's Eve, and then I was like, oh, like let me eat. Like my parents cooked out and stuff, and then next thing you know, it started getting dizzy.
Everything went blurry.
And I was just like, no, and I threw up, and then everything just tasted like smoke because of like because it was like a cookout, so I could just taste like the wood.
I hate that.
Like,
and then like all the fireworks too.
It was so bad. I couldn't even keep down water. And then I had a Gatorade that I had bought for emergencies like months ago that was still in my car. And I was like, oh, I love prepared me. And then I drank that whole big ass Gatorade, threw it up. Like literally 5 minutes later, threw it up. It was bad.
That night was so fun though. I think because you were like, I was forcing myself to throw up. The next day I didn't feel nothing.
Yeah.
And the whole time, supportive friend Adi. Let it out. Let it
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, and then there would be like a good like and I'd be like, yes, that's it, bitch.
And I'll be like, fuck yeah. Like me too. I'll mid throw up. I'm like, fuck yeah, I feel way better. Just still throwing up.
Okay, but what would be y'all's ultimate club playlist?
I love when DJ B-Red plays Cheeky. I don't know why.
There's this thing that he does where he plays the end of a song, or he plays the intro to the Tokyo Drift song.
Oh yeah.
Dun, 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 but like slow, and then it starts getting into the song. I love that shit.
Oh, he knows how to
that
like
shit up.
blend. Yeah, he could blend real good. And he does it. It's because there's some DJs where like they'll play like that hype song and it just hypes you up and you're like, fuck yeah, I like this song, and then boom, they just cut it off, switch to the next one.
Yeah, like they don't play the whole one, but then like, and I get it. Sometimes you don't want to play the whole song, but then at the same time, you like follow it up with the lamest song ever.
Like you can't hype us up and then cut it off. Like you keep the hype up, you know. B-Red just knows. B-Red knows.
I don't really know that much like modern music. Like that kind of stuff. So.
And then that's the thing, you don't have to, because I feel like you really don't have to, as long as like it's the vibes, and he plays the songs I feel like everyone knows. You know, like he'll play like Lil Wayne, he'll play like Drake, like old songs. It could be old and new. That's the thing.
I'll tell you what, my turn up song, no matter what.
Check West.
No.
Oh.
What the heck, why?
Because I have a video of us that day on New Year's and it's the Check West song.
Oh.
I go.
Oh, well, that one, yeah, but no. Say it right, dude.
Oh yeah.
Oh
sure.
yes.
I'd be
Remember
like,
we played it when we were driving over here to your house?
Yes.
To take a shit.
Yeah.
I think my hype song is 3-6 Mafia, Sipping on Some Sizzler.
Yeah. Definitely. Or. Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
Sorry. Look at me.
The
Nah, or like Doja Cat, dude. But not Paint the Town Red.
Yeah, no.
That's I don't know why that's like love you Doja, but like come on, dude.
Like to get like the
like the hype, like
has to be ain't shit.
like dude.
Just get some reach.
Like crazy enough, like whenever I'm fucked up, whenever like I start like being like super like hyper feminine, like especially with Doja Cat, I'll be like, I don't know what it's like.
Shake ass on stage.
And then I'll just start twerking, dude.
And then when it's
my
Sexy Red,
ass.
okay, Sexy Red all the time. Rich Baby Daddy, Ski, Bow.
I'm looking for the hose.
Yeah, shake that ass. I like when she's like, bend that ass over, put that coochie breathe. And like B-Ride knows because like he won't play like the same artist like over like back to back. He'll like throw it in there like randomly, and it's perfect.
Little sprinkles.
Oh, when I hear Little Wayne, I think it's Chief Keef. Once I hear Chief Keef, I'm like, who the fuck is you?
Oy, no, yeah.
I would want to go to a goth club.
Oh yeah.
Depeche Mode. I want to hear like Depeche Mode, The Cure. I want to fucking like feel
Just
myself
be like this, like that kid, the one that's
like a
dancing
little
with the shades.
spooky witch or something.
Hell yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Or I'm thinking more. Imagine we had like a jazz like bar.
Dude, that one time we were at Starbucks.
Oh yeah, and they're playing the Ratatouille music in the background.
And then you're like, why is this giving like New York? And then you're like, you just see a rat. You just see a rat run on the floor.
While we're talking about like the most foul shit, you just hear like Ratatouille music in the back.
And
or
then
in a coffee shop.
And then like as soon as we acknowledged that was going on, we're like, then something by that one guy, you just hear, I see trees,
red roses too. It's the vibe, and it felt great. But then we'll stop and we're like talking about the craziest shit, and it's so funny in the middle of a cafe, in public.
Yeah.
3 girls just being loud.
What was y'all's first favorite song?
Like, what do you mean?
Like when you were a kid. Like, what song caught your attention? You're like, whoa.
Had to be Green Day. I feel like I grew up listening to Green Day or Red Hot Chili Peppers and Linkin Park. Those 3.
I feel that.
What about yours?
Mine, I listened to a lot of Red Hots with my mom. That's her favorite band. Listened to a lot of The Cure. But I think one song I specifically remember a lot was Running with the Devil by Van Halen. And I think the reason why it caught my attention was because they were talking about the devil. And I'm just like, oh, is that even allowed?
Yeah.
The one song I remember as my childhood that every time I hear it, it just brings back memories. It's Brackish by Kitty.
Oh, okay.
That's like childhood song, which is crazy because I hear it and it just brings back like flashbacks.
Or I think of Black Magic Woman because I think of a couple of things.
Same
Whenever
time.
I hear that song, I think of like my tia Diana and like our cookouts and stuff. But then I also think of being like super young and watching Detroit Rock City.
Yes.
And that coming out and the guy being like, shake your wee wee.
Oh my god.
Have you ever seen Detroit Rock City?
No.
Oh, great movie.
Such a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
I love when she's about to drink her wine and she's like, with the glass all filled up.
Like, I just watched it the other day too because I've been wanting to watch it.
I have it on DVD, but it always like cuts at the end because it's scratched.
That's part.
Shout out Joseph scratching all the movies that we owned.
Oh.
Hater versus hater. Hater on hater crime. You Adi?
What about you, Adi?
Okay. So it's hard to remember, but I think because they're both from the same artist.
Okay.
And y'all gonna laugh.
We're gonna
It's
laugh.
okay.
It's okay. Go ahead.
Okay, so it's either Coming Clean by Hilary Duff.
Oof. I love that one.
Or
Wait, is Coming Clean? Let's go back
to the beginning.
Oh
Good
fuck!
song.
I do body rolls to that song.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I get so fucking mad at me.
Or
Shout out Rosie.
Shout out Rosie.
but then
No beef.
but then one that really like hyped me up because I think like my mom had gotten me that CD.
So yesterday.
No, well I mean that one was okay, but
Fly.
Ooh, you know, I was gonna say
No.
another word talking was Send the Pain Below by Chevelle.
Oh
Yeah.
yes. Send the pain below.
Looks like suffocating. Great song.
Yeah. Okay.
What was
This
the
is
other
But-
fucking song?
Second
They're
song,
different.
sorry.
wait, I'm trying to think what is it called?
How does it go?
Looking up her discography
I think
right
it's
now.
I think it's same. I think it's
It's
oh,
same-
with love.
Which
What
one's
is
that
that
one?
Down with love.
Can we play it?
I don't think we can.
No, we cannot.
We
But
cannot.
actually, you know what? I can mute the audio.
Okay,
but-
okay. Well, actually, let me play it really quiet.
And then we'll just sing it. Because if we sing it, we won't get in trouble, right? And it's so funny because I had a... Okay, well,
It's on
we
the
had
mi-
MP3 players growing up, right?
Yes.
At our generation. In my
With
playlist, I
love
remember...
or just love just is.
No, it's with love.
Okay, so it's not on the same album.
I remember having Green Day and I had Hilary Duff on there. But I didn't have those songs. I had the songs from freaking the movie. Where she's in
Lizzie
Italy
McGuire.
and it's just like, sing to me, Paolo.
Oh.
I had those songs. I had the movie songs on my MP3 player, which are not bad either.
Now, with love is a bop. And then, like, it came on when I went to Target in San Antonio with my friend.
And it brought back memories.
And then I was like, because I hear the little, because it starts like this like beeping in the beginning, and it's like dum 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 dum, dum. And I was like, and then I felt like this like wave of like it was like the craziest wave of nostalgia.
Yes.
And I hadn't felt that in a while, because like sometimes like I'll try and listen to Pierce the Veil and try and be back on my sad shit again, and it just doesn't hit anymore. It doesn't hit. Like I'll be sitting here like trying to build the vibes and everything. I'm sitting in my room staring at the ceiling. And it's just like, dude, like, it doesn't hit anymore because, like, oh, bitch.
Can you hear it?
Yes.
Oh,
I need to hear it.
I don't remember this song.
There you go.
This
way
is a
back
club
then.
song. I see you,
Be
Club
right. Add this to
Addy.
your playlist.
And I was like 4. No, I think I was 7, I think, when that album came out. I'm not sure.
I do not remember the song.
I don't remember that
Wait
song.
for the chorus to hit.
But okay, whenever I was little, I used to have a poster of Hilary Duff, and I used to act like I was Hilary Duff, and we'd record ourselves with our little home camera or whatever, our video camera, and I used to be like, "Hi y'all, I'm Hilary Duff, and I'm from Texas." Like you were like this hardcore
Oh, Miley
southern,
Cyrus.
this whole southern accent, and like, yeah, I really thought I was Hilary Duff.
Dude, I do not remember the song. I
Dude,
do
it's the
not.
chorus for me. It's
Okay,
the chorus.
my favorite Hilary Duff song was shit. Let's pull this shit up real quick. Hold on.
I just like the one where she sings in the movie. She's in Italy.
Sing for
Me and
Pablo.
Brenda, we bond with Hilary Duff. Like, it's funny.
Mine was. Hold on.
His bunny.
It's funny how we're just so meant to be. But no, yeah, I know what you mean with that nostalgia. Because my parents put me on like rock music and stuff. Because my first concert was Kiss. So I remember having Fall Out Boy posters like in my thing. But if we're going like way back, like CDs, my first CDs I had were NSYNC and Backstreet Boys. And then that's when we moved to MP3 players.
Yeah, you see, I found like rock music on my own because I was like getting into Guitar Hero, and then I found Paramore through there. And the first song I heard was Crush Crush Crush.
Ooh.
And then I would listen to Radio Disney all the time.
Oh, okay,
with my
felt.
mom.
Radio
And-
Disney
and then-
was good.
and then-
Radio
yeah.
Disney was good back
And
in
then-
its day.
And then that's whenever like Twilight came out, and so like Decode was on like the soundtrack, so they would play that all the time, and I'm like, I love this song, I do not know what she's saying. And then I was like, oh my gosh, it's Paramore. And then I saw the music video, and then it just kind of like confirmed
just
like
you.
I'm gay. Just
It's
confirmed
you.
I'm
That's
gay.
how you found yourself.
Yeah, because I was like, oh my gosh, she's hot, but also I want to be her. So I'm like,
I feel
Felt,
like I
felt.
only like because of my parents. They put me into that music and like that, like the movies and stuff. Like the shit I was watching, like the back then, I should have not been watching. By the way,
Yeah,
Mom and
like
Dad.
I wouldn't let my little brother watch the shit I was watching back when I was younger, like his age or anything.
Which I mean, which is cool that I like now. But back then, which crazy. House of a Thousand Corpses at 10 years old is wild.
oh my gosh, no, yeah, that really is. No, I barely
I just
watched
watched
that.
Queen of the Damned and Kill Bill.
Oh, Kill Bill,
and
yeah.
The Butterfly Effect
No,
really fucked me up
I
watching
remember
as a
watching
kid.
Fear and Loathing as a kid.
Oh my god.
Great movie, by the way. But
Fear
as a
and Loathing
kid,
as a kid.
great. As a kid, well, it's because you don't.
You don't know, like...
You don't know. You don't understand.
I watched Poltergeist as a kid. That one was a good one. And Killer Clowns and, like...
Detroit Rock City as a kid is crazy, too. But, I don't know. It was the first concert. I was 11 when I first saw Kiss. And it was awesome. Life-changing.
My first rock concert was Red Hot's when I was, like, 15 or 16. Or something like that.
But first ever concert?
But first ever concert, it was either Cheetah Girls or Alicia Keys.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow, Alicia Keys.
Yeah, Alicia Keys. She was so good, too. Oh, my God. And it was, like, whenever, like, she played, what is it?
You don't know my name.
No. The... If I am with me, baby.
Oh, If I Ain't Got You?
Is it called If I Ain't Got... I don't remember.
If I Ain't Got You, baby.
Yeah. Something like that.
I don't know the title, but
I don't know. Yeah, and then she played that song, You Don't Know My Name. Oh my God, that song gets me every time. Oh, God. I like when she's like, hello, can I speak to Michael? Oh, God. Her voice is so...
So good. What was your first concert ever, Addie?
I want to say... I think it was just Warped Tour.
Really?
Yeah.
When Warped Tour was
I think it was 2012.
I wish I went to Warped Tour.
I always wanted to
Never
go to
been.
a Warped Tour.
I think the first artist that I saw was it was between... I don't know if it was Pierce Avell first, or because I saw at that Warped Tour I saw Pierce Avell, Sleeping with Sirens, Asking Alexandria, Mayday Parade, Miss May I. I Wrestled a Bear once. And I think
these are bad names. You're not just saying random shit.
we came as Romans.
Oh my God, we came as Romans. Is that the one where you saw like Crown of the Empire 2 when they were there, or no?
No,
because I remember one year they were there.
No, I don't think it was. I think those were the only bands that like we really like. Oh, Of Mice and Men. Saw them too, and yeah, that was it. And then I think I went the year after that too, or something like that. And then I saw Pierce Avell again. Then I met them, but then like.
You didn't talk about meeting Marissa.
Oh yeah, dude, that was I was so scared. Like I was scared because like I just saw her walking by and I was like, they're just walking around.
Yeah,
I'm like,
from
what? Yeah, and I was like,
even
what?
Even Illusions were just walking around too.
Yeah, and so then like I was like, fuck, what do I do? And then Lali was just like, dude, just call her, just go up to her and be like, hey, what's up? Like,
I know, I'm just like, she's gonna say what's up.
But then like I'm just like, no, because I don't want to like just walk up and be like, you know, like a stupid like fangirl, you know, because like I genuinely like it's more than just like I like your music. It's just more of like also like it's a moment because like I'm also like a female like front woman, like, you know.
Yeah.
And
did you ever post a pic? I'll like
I did.
Pull it up.
I did.
We're on Facebook?
No, on Instagram.
Let's pull up the pic.
It was like a dump, and I think I put her on the last. It was like a little surprise, but yeah. But I remember like I was like, how do I start?
That was a good picture too.
Yeah, and I was like, how do I start this conversation? And I was like, hey, sick set, dude. Yeah. Hold on.
Or you were like, how's tour been or something?
Oh my gosh, you cannot see it.
Freshwater just knows the bangers.
Look at this.
But we need a new album.
But yeah, I was just like,
Let me see.
I was just like, hey, sick set. And she was like, hey, thanks. And then I'm like,
that's a good picture too.
And then I asked her, I'm like, I was like, so how's tour been? Like, you know?
Yeah.
Because like usually people are like, oh my gosh, I love you so much. And I'm like, no, dude. So I'm like, hey, how's tour been? You know?
How are you?
Yeah. And then she was like, good. It's like our first time in Texas. I'm like, oh really? And then I was like, yeah, like actually like I had just played a show this weekend like with my band or whatever. So like, and I'm just tired as hell. Like just like, you know, that was just like a whole day. Mm-hmm. You know, I could imagine like you guys like just tour. like a whole tour, like just going back to back to back. So like props to you guys. And she's like, oh, you're in a band? I'm like, yeah. And then she like typed in like her phone. I'm pretty sure she didn't listen to us, but you know,
it's nice to be
just like engaging.
Yeah. And then she wrote down the name on her like notes, and she made sure that like she spelled it right and everything. But if she did listen to us, but that's whenever we had the demo, not even the album. So maybe she was like, bye.
So if you're watching this, Marissa, please listen to the album.
No, yeah, but yeah, like it was a nice interaction. I liked it.
That's good. I remember when I met Google for the first time. Oh God!
Should we pull up that pic too?
Yeah, you can pull up the pic.
Let's pull it up.
But here I'll start off with the story. So my first Google show, it was in 2019 July, I think, and it was so fucking hot. It was like the hottest day in Texas or something, and there were so many people.
Wait, was that the same one we went to? Right?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's the one I ran into.
I went to for my birthday, but I went with my sister and my cousin, and that was the same one Lali went to.
And I went to that one, and I pulled up with my friend Angel, and then her friend Andrea, and like first off, we almost got hit on the road, and then like something happened with the hotel, and I was just like, oh, I was so stressed, and so it was just like a lot, right? And then we pull up to the show, and like there's like a long ass line, and the show's starting, and then like we were trying to find a good spot, and then everyone in the crowd was pushing. It was like a Selena moment, you know, whenever she has to sing "Como la Flor," and like everyone like gets all quiet. Like Google needed to do that or something to chill out San Antonio, because everyone was pushing, almost like knocking other people down, people getting injured, people fainting because it's so hot. So
what year was this?
2019. It was before I went pink, and then pink for the second time, and then and then so people were pushing. He was already under the weather or something, so he cut the show short. And I was like, oh man, I was like, that was so short. We got no encore. Like, it was so, like, we kind of left it feeling like a little bit defeated. We were like sad, but then we were like saying things like to cheer us up. We're like, hey, we made it. We were like, hey, we made it. Like, the ticket was only $30. Like, all that type of stuff. We were saying that to make ourselves feel better. And then I hate that stupid picture.
So you're meeting Google, like that's so
meeting
awesome.
Google, it's whatever. So then after the show, we were like trying to figure out like what do we want to do. I was like, I want to drink, and then my friend's friend was like, oh, I want to go to a cafe, and my friend was like, oh, I know a spot. So like she takes us to this place. She's like, my parents like to come here after they've been drinking or something, and they're like, okay. So she took us to Mi Tierra, which is like, I guess on the weekends it's 24 hours. I'm really not too sure. And it's kind of like a touristy spot, but it's such a nice restaurant. And it's like, I think like it's also a bakery and then a restaurant. So in the entrance, like it's like a small little room, and then you walk in and it's a bigger room with like a dessert area, and then you're also getting seated. So we sat to the side. In the room was like a cop and like all these other people. And, like, I was, like, feeling kind of weird and feeling kind of anxious because there were so many people in that room. Then, all of a sudden, no one was there except for us. And then they're kind of picking up the tables as fast as they can, putting the tables together. And I'm like, dang, they're expecting, like, a big party or something. And me, all nosy, I'm like, how many people do they have? Like, I'm not thinking, oh, who is it? I was thinking more like, damn, like, these poor people having to help out this, like, huge-ass table or something. So I go and peek. And, like, because it was, like, a little room where we were eating at. And we go to the, like, dessert area or wherever, like, the bakery area. And we go out. Google's standing there with all, like, the team and stuff. And, like, the bandmates and stuff. And I was like, ah! I was like, guys, Google's here. And they were like, what did they say? Nah, are you sure? And I'm like, bitch,
that's him right there.
I know what he looks like. Like, hello. So then I said, yes, that's him. Look. And they're like, oh, it is. And I'm like, why would I make this shit up? And so they're like, what should we do? Should we just leave? And I'm like, what the hell? We should go talk to him.
Let's leave. Patrick. I know, let's leave.
So then we like go, and I like start creeping up on him. Like I'm like tiptoeing because I'm scared, like, because I don't want him to be scared of us, like we're gonna freak out or anything.
He was like super like popular at this time. This was like the generation of Google.
I think so. And like so I walk kind of slowly, and then he sees us coming, and I'm like, oh no, he sees me. I felt like he's gonna be like a deer and run away or something. And then so we go up to him, and I was like, hey, you put on a great show. And he's like, thanks, like, sorry it was cut so short, like people were just getting all crazy. And I was like, yeah, no, I get it, and it's super hot today. And he was like, yeah. And we were just kind of like chatting a bit, and then like we asked to take a picture, and then I took a picture of my friend Angel with him. And oh my god, the lighting, the angle, she looks so fucking good. She takes a picture of me, I look like dog shit. I was so fucking pissed. Never again.
The only picture.
I'm like...
But then remember when we saw Coco this past year? We met the guitarist, right?
Yeah, we met
from the
Isan.
band. He literally were in merch and he just came out and he just started saying hi to everyone.
Yeah, we got a picture and we look like shit too.
Yeah, we didn't post it, but he was so cool.
Yeah, he's so
And we're
nice.
like, can we take a pic? Worst picture ever taken, ever.
He looks good. We just look so
we're
bad.
like just so out of it. But it was awesome. Coco's super awesome.
Yeah, and then I met him a second time in Austin. And that was with Mary Jane. And like he signed like some of our stuff. That one was like more like, oh, we had to wait for him to come out. Like this, but we knew he was going to come out. Like this one was just like the first time meeting him was such a surprise. It was crazy.
It was meant to be.
Yeah. Oof.
God damn.
Yeah.
I think I've only met one like art. Well, besides that, I remember me and my sister when we had met DPR Live and DPR Ian. It was more live. It's like this K-hip hop group, and it was super awesome, super cool guys. Oh, I'm in love with them. Me and my sister had the best time, and it was in Austin, and they came to us first, and my sister and I got like autographs. And then we knew we were gonna meet them because at that venue at Emo's Austin, every time artists go there, they always go outside to meet people because like all their cars are parked right there, and then that's where you have to go and come out. So we saw them coming, and they come to us first. So me and my sister were like the first ones to actually meet them, and well, we already are prepared to meet them. So my sister had bought bracelets from Acuña, like the little evil eye bracelets. She bought like 5 or 6 in a little pack, and she was like, here, this is for you guys. And he's like, oh, like, thanks, this is so sweet. Oh, and he's so fine. He's so cool. Favorite artist ever. I'm like, I think I have a video of us meeting him.
I met Rich Brian, and then I met Higher Brothers.
Oh, like, this is
but like that was both paid.
And they're super cool, like rappers.
Oh, it's a video.
They're from South Korea. Right? Yeah, South Korea, not North.
Do I play the video
Yeah,
or
super
what?
cool.
Back to that conversation.
Do I play it?
Yeah, you could play it. I see my sister meeting him, and he leaves.
Oh.
It's that one on the bottom left corner.
I
posted it on my TikTok.
Oh my god, he is fine. What?
The thing.
We'll show you in a bit.
Yeah, so DPR Live, dude, they're so fucking sick. I love K-hip hop. They take their shit, I don't know, like
they put in a lot of work.
Yeah, they work hard. They work hard. Like, that's art. But yeah, it was super awesome. Me and my sister left. We're like, oh my god, like, that's so awesome. And it sucked because they had to reschedule it because it was a month before in August. And they had to reschedule it a month later because they got COVID. So it sucked. So it was pushed back. But totally worth it. Worth it all. We all met our favorite artists. Which is pretty awesome.
Wait. I'm trying to think. I also met like the whole band. I wrestled a bear once. I met John Mess and Will Swan from Dance Gavin Dance.
Oh.
And I've met Ben Bruce from Asking Alexandria, the guitarist.
I used to be obsessed with Asking Alexandria for the
same.
longest time.
And I think...
Okay, what's one artist or celebrity I would want to meet?
I definitely, right now at the moment, has to be Cypress Hill.
Okay.
I need to meet Cypress Hill because, I don't know, I have some artists that my parents have met that I could have met and I couldn't, which is like Danny from Upon and Burn Your Body. He met my brother and everything, so awesome. And then my mom met Joan. I don't know if she met Joan Jett. I think my mom met Joan Jett. I don't know, but she did see her in concert, and that was the same one where I was supposed to go to, and I didn't get to see Joan Jett. And I was like, oh. And then
I would love to meet Joan Jett.
Yeah, but when they met the guy from Upon and Burn Your Body, so jealous.
But I need to meet, and y'all are gonna know who I'm gonna say. Chino Moreno.
Oh yeah.
If you. Yes, I did see Deftones in River City Rock Fest because that was the first festival I've only ever been to, honestly. And that was the first one we all went to as a family. And I saw Deftones. Who else did I see? I saw a bunch of bands. But Deftones, that's when I first saw Deftones. Everything life-changing. And I was a freshman. That's when I was doing community service. That's when I saw Deftones. And then they had the River City Rock Fest. They did it for like a couple more years. And I didn't get to go to the other ones. But that's when my mom saw Joan Jett. They saw Linkin Park before he passed away, R.I.P. And I didn't get to see them. That's another one I was going to say. I did not get to see Linkin Park before Chester passed away. Very unfortunate. And then that's when they met upon a burning body. And yeah, River City Rock Fest ended.
I know who I would meet. Who I would want to meet.
Who?
I mean, yeah, like Chino, right?
Yeah.
And like you know what? This one isn't realistic either. Because I was gonna say I'm trying to pick somebody realistic, and I was gonna like. Yeah, Jungkook, but like no.
Right.
But
I just saw a bunch of edits of him today, and I've been thinking about him all day.
But no. I honestly, Jenna Ortega.
Oh man!
So you're not talking artist, you're talking famous.
Yeah, because she
she's
said
showing her
celebrity.
penny. She's shaking like jelly.
I would like. Okay, if we're saying we're gonna want to meet, I don't know. I feel like I have to meet.
Okay, if it has to be like an actor and actress, I want to meet. Shit, who do I even like?
Oh,
I'm trying to see.
You know what? I would want to meet the chick. I already forgot her name, but she plays Louise's voice in Bob's Burgers. I would want to meet her because I feel like she'd be cool to meet.
I feel like I'm gonna geek out right now.
Or Elvira. Elvira.
Oh, okay.
I need to meet her.
I was gonna say Anakin from Star Wars.
what the fuck?
I would like to meet him.
Okay.
A little nerdy moment, but yes, I would like to meet him. Obi-Wan Kenobi. For sure, we wanted this one to be more about us. First video went awesome, but we did jump into it. We didn't explain like our story, ourselves, our friendship. But that's what we want to do for this one. Just talk more about ourselves.
We made our podcast Instagram. Anyone wants to follow us there. Also, I try to link our personals. I don't know if the links are like working or anything like that, but you can follow us on our personals. Also put Youlogy's Instagram as well.
Yes.
Also stream calling hours.
We also have to talk about Yugfest. Youlogy,
our anniversary.
Next one, yes, our anniversary where we all met because Yugfest. What number is this?
14.
Yugfest 14 is coming up very soon, and it's gonna be awesome. Hella bands playing once again. But yes, our Instagram is LaliGAG.pod.
See y'all next episode. Cheers.
Bye.
Bye.